I had to leave our main show live today so quickly because I was hopping on the damage report. So I wanted to record a couple other segments, including this, which I found fascinating. It was recirculating this interview from 2020 of Trump's with 60 Minutes. Just in light of his meltdown on Meet the Press, where he storms out. In case you missed that, just ever so briefly, 14 seconds.
You know what?
Mr. President,
a country can never be great with a dishonest
Listen,
press.
we traveled all the way to Wisconsin for this interview.
And he stepped on the mic, he crushed it. We reviewed all that, okay. But then you go, what was one of those other times he stormed out? I have two examples from two different interviews of him storming out. Let's see. What is there any similarity we can observe between what you just watched, which was him being called out for election lies and him getting so upset that he storms out, versus this interview that he storms out? And actually, I don't have this pulled up, but the Piers Morgan time was also about election lies. And he stormed out of an interview with Piers Morgan years ago. But here is him in 60 Minutes when he was president back in 2020. Maybe 2019, pretty sure 2020.
Do you think that your tweets and your name calling are turning people off?
No, I think I wouldn't be here if I didn't have social media.
Well,
but the media is fake. And frankly, if I didn't have social media, I'd have no way of getting out my voice.
Do you know what you told me a long time ago when I asked why you keep saying fake media?
Yeah.
You said to me, I say that because I need to discredit you so that when you say negative things about me, no one will believe you.
I don't have to discredit you.
Quickest pause to request that you click the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. It's completely free and it's the simplest way to support the work that we do right below the video. Click that subscribe button, and then also whatever you're thinking or some random statement, drop it in the comments. That helps algorithmically, and click the like button. Back to the video.
But that.
So we're right before he storms out of this one, before playing the rest of it. Are you starting to see that there's a similarity? He gets hostile with interviews all the time. Interviewers, doesn't storm out. He gets pressed on things sometimes, doesn't storm out. Topics of all different sorts. When does he cut off the interview? When he feels like he's being exposed. That's what it is. Because the 6 minutes that led up to the Meet the Press outburst was him being pressed by Kristen Welker. Hey, what's your evidence? Wait, what's your evidence? And he couldn't think of it, so he feels like he's being exposed. So he's like, all right, I'm out of here. You're so fake. Here, she brings back up to him one of the most notable private conversations of a president with a journalist in history, which is him admitting that the reason he calls, so apparently, and I believe her in a conversation offline, it wasn't in an interview, but that they had privately, that he has with her, which is well substantiated. Often he'll be really angry with the reporter, and then once they're no longer camera, he'll be like, hey, we're good. It's okay. It's a performance for him. And so he admitted to Leslie Stahl, which she's bringing back up here. Ooh, let me bring it back a little bit because you can tell his face is like, oh no, don't tell that story. Is that he admitted, I say that not because you are fake news or you are lying, but because I need to discredit you so that whenever you run bad stories about me, people won't believe them. What an unbelievable admission.
Saying fake media.
Yeah.
You said to me, I say that because I need to discredit you so that when you say negative things about me, no one will believe you.
I don't have to discredit you.
But that's what you told me.
You've discredited yourself.
You know, I didn't want to have this kind of angry.
Of course you did.
No, I didn't.
Of course you did.
No, I didn't.
Well, then you brought up a lot of subjects that
Well, I said I'm going to ask you tough questions.
They were inappropriately brought up right from the beginning. No, your first question was, this is going to be tough questions.
Why?
You don't ask Joe Biden. I saw your interview with Joe, the interview with Joe Biden.
I never did a Joe Biden interview.
The interview, 60 Minutes. I see Joe Biden giving softball after softball. I've seen all of his interviews. He's never been asked a question that's hard.
Okay, but forget him for a minute.
No, but you start with me.
You're president. And
excuse me, Leslie, you started with me. Your first statement was, are you ready for tough questions?
Are you?
That's no way to talk. It's no way to talk.
Leslie, one second.
At this point, one of our producers interrupted
to advise about the time remaining in the interview.
I think we have enough of an interview here, Hope. Okay, that's enough. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go meet for 2 seconds, okay? Thanks. I'll see you in a little while. Thanks.
Be careful.
And that's the iconic 60 Minutes walkout. Now, the only thing I'll say, because I can't think of anything positive about Trump here, is that he doesn't look great, but I will admit he looks better than how he looks today. Look at this. At least he has some normal facial coloring. Look at this versus this. Ooh, the years have been rough on you, sir. But what was funny is he left in a very similar hunched over way as he did in the modern day interview. So I have one more example that looks like it was way back when. But that's the similarity, right? He felt exposed. She brings up this personal anecdote that if his followers ever realize that all of his fake news allegations are not a genuine emotional response. Like, compare it to when I get angry at Fox News, I go, this is a propagandist outlet. They're lying to you. And the reason I say it is because I feel that. And it's an emotional and factual assertion. I'm going, they're lying to people. When he says it about CNN, ABC, CBS, he's not going, I'm so overwhelmed by how dishonest you are. He's thinking, okay, if I call them fake enough times, I'll have this tool. And then anytime there's a story about me that I don't like, I can just use that tool on them. And my audience is, for some reason, predisposed to go, great. If you label them fake, if you label a story fake, we are happy to believe that. But here's the problem. The damage that he's done, he's now witnessing the outcome of a little bit, but the damage that he's done to the trust in credible reporting is going to be long lasting. And even it's coming back to bite him. You remember he's now the subject of conspiracies about his own assassination attempts. People have had fractured so much their ability to look into credible reporting and determine a series of events that they're even saying maybe Trump staged his own assassination. But the lasting damage is going to be really difficult to measure, because now we really are in a media environment where it's like, if you don't like a story, don't worry about how honest it is, people think. Just choose the stories to believe based on what you feel that you want to believe. And Trump, while a lot of people have tried to leverage that mentality for their own political gain, Trump has done it like almost nobody else, at a scale that almost no other politician has been able to do it. And that will be lasting long beyond his presidency or even his life. And then this was one other when I was looking up examples of when Trump has stormed out of interviews.
You've been labeled a racist. You've been called a sexist.
Thank you very much.
How do you respond to that?
I am the least racist person you've ever met.
That is I've heard that soundbite before. I haven't seen it in this interview clip somehow. Wait, let me see that again.
How do you respond to that?
I am the least racist person you've ever met.
That's not a thing. There is a zero racist number that hopefully a lot of us are. Saying the least, like even below that, makes you sound ridiculous. And of course that's not true. Of course that's not true. Okay. All right, we're done. I'm the least racist ever in the history of humanity.